Well, I know you guys have been with us like a couple months now or so. So I just wanted to check in and see, how is things so far different from not having like leads per se versus running some leads and having some contacts to reach out to. What have you noticed?
To answer your question, it's definitely a lot more streamlined, way more predictable, and easy. Like for sure, I've definitely seen a huge improvement since making those changes. So all in all, it's a much more enjoyable and predictable experience versus how marketing was before, which is most of the time a shot in the dark.
Right. Okay, so you would definitely say like from before, like relying on the referrals and stuff, or even I don't know if you were going out to vets or doing any type of like events and stuff, but having the leads come in has been like a breath of fresh air, basically.
For sure, for sure, a lot less leg work. Like vet visits require a lot of effort and resources. And it's just complicated. Same thing with social media. With meet people outside, there's just a lot of time and energy to scrub the lead. So uh, being able to do it systematically and even set it up in a way that Eli uh, can do all that he's been able to do is a testament to the system. Sure.
Okay, well, yeah, we definitely appreciate that. And Eli, I mean, what do you feel like since you've been in the system? I know you came a little bit after, I think, but when you got in and you started working with the leads, I know it's probably a little learning curve, and I try to be upfront and honest. Even when I spoke to Dorian, I'm like, hey, we're getting leads, right? They're not sales, so we have to also learn how to talk to cold leads versus referral leads and stuff like that. But once you find your stride, it's like you start to book those evaluations consistently and then Dorian can close consistently. But it's all a funnel, right? From getting them in to booking an evaluation to learning how to close them. So, like, what do you think about that whole process so far since you've been in?
Yeah, basically, my background is more like analysis and data collecting, pretty much. So I would say that I think that the process is pretty good in the sense of what Dorian said about streamlining, because um, even if it's not necessarily a lead from one of the ads, even if it's from like one of, a DM or a
Right.
message or a call, at least there's one space for all of that. So I think that that's really the best part of it. Just using it as a system in the whole capacity, um, and not just working the leads that we have there and then working outside of the system for other things. So everything is kind of just being funneled through there. So it's been pretty good. I've also noticed some of the updates when you guys have them. So yeah, no, it's been pretty good in the sense of trying to make sure that everything is organized as well as consistent with each lead or client.
Okay. And then I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I tell people too, like, so when you're running ads, there's a thing called marketing lift, where basically you're being seen now, right? On Google and on Facebook. And every lead might not come through on the form, but it doesn't mean they don't go around and call you or DM you
Right.
because you're running ads. So I'm not sure. Have you guys
Mm.
seen anything like come on the side? Maybe that didn't come through the system?
I think there's some people that probably like reached out to him, like via like DM or a message, specifically probably like Instagram,
Yeah.
and even actually people that I know were like, "Hey, is this?" Like they would send me a screenshot and be like, "Is this Dorian?" I'm like, "Actually, yes, yes, it is." And they live in the area that he's being marketed mainly for the ads. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Have you guys had any big wins? Like anything you can share? Like any good deals come through? Like any big weeks, big months, anything?
Yeah. I think the three clients that I'm working with now, uh, I think all of them came through Park Buddy. I think we had two first sessions yesterday, and it's pretty quick between today and I would say the last 30 days. I probably been done like 60 or 70 calls. And out of that, I would say five or six have turned into like actual clients. there are a lot of people that were just filling the stuff out in the moment, and
Yeah.
it wasn't, as urgent. But even then, that's still stronger than how the vets are now, especially in Houston when I'm not driving all the way to go visit them, and I haven't been pushing it as hard as I could, but we definitely haven't had a loss yet.
Yeah. I mean, if you did, 5 or 6 clients or so, I mean, you're basically getting a positive ROI on the ad spend though, if you're closing that
Correct.
many clients, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. And that's the thing. I know you guys are a little newer too, but it's like if you're pulling that positive ROI, one good thing too is that, the front end is the front end. And that's the people that have the more urgent need, like you said, they're ready to go. And you'll get those. And then the people who do have the animals and they have the problem because they told you on the form, they might sit in the pipeline or sit in your contacts for longer. But the thing is, like they always are going to have a dog and something might happen
Mhm.
2, 3 weeks or 2 months from now. And that's why it's good to reach out every once in a while, with like a follow-up email, just randomly once a month, because something can happen today. That's 3 months from when I first saw you, and now I want the service. So
Actually,
Yeah.
the two leads that he actually spoke to today, um, and booked some evaluations were actually from like a month ago. So I have been doing those like follow up. So like the initial attempts, and I know some of the responses are still like, oh, these are coming in my junk mail, so I've never seen these.
oh
But
yeah.
I still also text as well. So actually, the two today were from like a month ago, and I've been doing kind of like weekly follow, like kind of like I've kind of done like a couple days out and then like a week out and then like a month out and stuff like that. Just trying to test, because also as a consumer or customer, like I hate, don't text me or reach out to me all
Too
the
much.
time. Yeah, don't do it too much. So I'm think I'm finally like found a groove necessarily, and still using the system to like create tasks and reminders to like follow up with like with the leads has been helpful.
Okay, cool. And so I guess the last thing here, and then we can see what you guys need help with or anything, would just be, what would you say to someone that's thinking about joining or getting Bark Buddy? Because I know just like you or anyone, before you start or join, you don't really know how it's going to work or what's on the other side. So, what has been your guys' experience with that, and what would you say to someone who's looking at us?
So I would say I had a lot of apprehension. I paid for ads, but not that much and not that consistently. Like I never applied a system to it for the amount at first. It didn't seem necessary, but I didn't have the vision that you were kind of painting. So since joining the platform, I've seen it, I've experienced it, and I think I was telling you the reason I hadn't brought any trainers on board is because, like, since the pandemic, the vets have been, weird, and I didn't want to, set somebody up for failure. I wanted to make sure that not only I could support them if they needed it, but I could also show them how to support themselves and be confident that if they put the work in, that they would be okay. And after a couple of months with Park Buddy, I was confident enough to bring somebody in last week and start his ghost training. He just did a first session with me uh, yesterday with one of the Bark Buddy clients, and he's super excited. Like I'm, walking him through the process, preparing him to put the money aside so that he can, start his career the right way. But
Right.
I like that uh, with the system, if it's budgeted properly, you can get back like what you put in and more. I think with vet visits, it's kind of like you can put this time in, but there's still a hope aspect, the part that's outside of your control. Whereas with this, it's more just numbers. If you keep calling, somebody's going to be serious and need it urgently. Grateful for it.
And we appreciate having you both on. It's always a pleasure talking to you and seeing how things go. Congratulations on the new trainer. So definitely, once you guys, start closing more deals and getting things going, just let us know so we can help you increase the budget over time. And remember, we don't charge anything extra for that. So any increase in budget will go straight towards your budget so that you guys can make more money as well.